create jobs for New Mexico or help create jobs for New Mexico? Senator Griego.
Well, I'll start with City Council. Martin Heinrich and others sponsored the Local Economic Development Act, which allowed us to get more resources into building jobs. Helped get the Westcor incubator off the ground. That was my legislation. Carried the legislation for East Downtown, which completely revitalized that part of the city. Carried the legislation for Mesa del Sol, which helped get that development off the ground. I don't like to spend a lot of time touting all the things I did, because none of them were done just with me. I had at least four colleagues on the City Council, and many times, not always, Mayor Chavez supported them. We didn't agree on everything when we were up there, but there's certainly things, there's nothing I did on my own, either in the City Council or when I was chairman of the State Economic Development Commission and worked for Governor Richardson on a lot of the deals that Mayor Chavez talked about, Shot Solar, a lot of these important companies that we brought. I was running the training program that gave them the funding to get the job up there. But it's not important to say I did this or I did that. We have to work together to do that. And in the Congress, if any of us think that we're going to go up there and make this happen overnight without doing the work, without working in coalition, without working with the executive branch, we're deluding ourselves. And it shouldn't be about the credit, because none of us have done anything on our own. As I said, there were projects that the mayor and I worked closely together on. Michelle, as a county commissioner, works with her colleagues, works with the City Council. That's how you get things done. So what I would say is that we have a lot of work to do. I talked about my jobs plan. We cannot ask the private sector alone to do this. If we're serious about getting New Mexico back to work, we have to continue the investment, the public investment, in building and setting the table, building that renewable infrastructure, building coast-to-coast broadband, helping Sandia to continue to lead that economy, and not just focus on national security. They have enormous potential to do a lot to create jobs in this community, and I will be a supporter of that kind of work there.
Commissioner Grisham.
Got to invest in individuals and local businesses. So let's talk about the last year at the County Commission. USC Bags, 30 jobs. Lowe's, 600 jobs. Paseo, $5 million. I hope the voters pass that. $50 million from the city. I hope the voters pass that. $30 million in the state budget. That is 3,000 jobs. Friedman Recycling, that's a couple hundred jobs. Oh, all right here in this district, focusing on local business. It is a private-public partnership. The federal government must do more to support local bodies of government. We should do small business incubators. We ought to really look at job training, workplace support. The #1 issue identified by Albuquerque Interfaith and many others who are looking at issues of the economy and career focusing and job availability is workforce training for our current employees and future employees coming up the pike. At the county, we're doing a terrific job in small business incubators and microloans for businesses. And we also have to do something, particularly here where we're talking about minority-owned businesses. I'm very excited about the number of women-owned businesses. And as a business owner myself with several women employed, statewide, we'd like to do a better job and do more, but it's tough out there, but we're working on it. If you create that dynamic and you're clear about focusing on those issues, you can, in fact, improve those economic outcomes. It's about making clear where your investments are. It's about changing the dynamic. And as Eric Griego stated, Sandia Labs can be a huge engine in that environment, but they are not asked to do it in the right way so that we get the benefits of creating a brand new job environment. There's no reason why we aren't creating clean energy, high-tech paying jobs right here. Why isn't Albuquerque the capital of that growth and investment for the entire country? Let's get that done right away.
Mayor, thank you. Mayor Chavez?
Albuquerque has the second highest number of PhDs per capita of any major city in America. It's a fabulous gray matter infrastructure, if you will. And then we have tremendous assets in wind and sun, and yes, natural gas. It's important that we utilize that as a bridge fuel. Anybody that has any real understanding of energy policy and how voracious our energy appetite is, has to see natural gas as an important bridge fuel to the future of non-renewables. We're not going to have solar panels overnight or wind turbines overnight. We have to work our way to that goal. I think it's important to say what you've done. It's not taking credit, it's saying what you've actually done, because there are candidates that talk and candidates that do. MCOR's expansion, SHOT. I saw what the state did with the tax incentives for the film industry and said, you know what? We could actually build on top of that. And I'm really disappointed in this governor and in this legislature for what they did to the film industry. Democrats on board too, this last session. I went to California and I met with the film folks. They said, let's build a studio, Albuquerque Film Studios. And those are New Mexicans are working there. We built out the infrastructure, put the classes into CNM so that New Mexicans could learn how to be gaffers and work in those different areas. Sandia Science and Technology Park was a huge collaboration. But those jobs aren't going from the technology at Sandia to other states. They're coming right here into Albuquerque and creating wealth. San Juan Chama is extraordinarily important to understand. This city was dead. We had 25 years life expectancy. The largest public works project in the history of the state to access our water, non-native water from the San Juan Chama, from the Colorado River Basin. I was for it. And I had to get it done against Senator Griego's opposition. Today, the Silvery Meadow's doing fine. We have water. Our kids have opportunity.
Coming down to the final few questions.